Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Venus in the ninth house in a natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Venus placements in the houses. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing, well, Venus in the ninth house in the natal chart is comparable to Venus in Sagittarius, but naturally you've got to blend in the zodiac sign. Venus in Gemini in the ninth house, and Venus in Sagittarius in the ninth house can be a lot different. So, I mean, the basic description for Venus in the ninth house can be the same, but you still, it would be different, having, different signs in it. So, now, another thing, well, first, well, the Venus in astrology is connected with what we love and enjoy, what we're enamored with. So, when you have Venus posited in the ninth house in a natal chart, well, there may be a strong love and enjoyment for expanding horizons, abstract thinking, being able to express one's philosophies and beliefs. Religion, if you are a religious person, you may enjoy it more than most people. You may also really like adventure, and there may be a strong love for, say, publishing, advertising as well. And as far as and also you may have express a strong love, more for in-laws and grandchildren, more so than most people on average. And things you love and enjoy, you may even express more exuberance and enthusiasm more so than the average person. Now, Venus in astrology is also connected with our relationships, and that would include the significant friendships, significant other, a marriage partner, romantic connections. And these are people, in some cases you may have a number of these people that are foreigners. These people may be, um, gone. You may seek out these people with a lot of exuberance, enthusiasm, a lot of positivity and optimism. Keep in mind this is, ninth house does correspond with the zodiac sign Sagittarius, and your relationships may be with people that can be very humorous, jocular, comical, and the thing about it is you may also, there may be a strong interest in expanding your connections. You may be someone that is just never satisfied with who you have, in your life in general, because Venus is relationships, and the ninth house is expansive. It's constantly expanding, and also you may desire more freedom in matters connected with your relationships more so than most people. Now, Venus is also associated with money. So, in terms of money, this could be a fortuitous, lucky placement for Venus. Um, Again, going to exuberance and enthusiasm, you may express, more of that in monetary matters than most people. And money may often be spent on in-laws and grandchildren, if applicable, and matters pertaining to higher education as well, foreign travel. And the thing about it is, this is also, when you look at this, the ninth house is also connected with the less dominant parent's health, because it's the sixth house from the fourth house. So you may find yourself spending more money on that less dominant parent, on that person's health, more so taking care of, yeah, spending on health care needs for that person more so than most people on average. Now, Venus in astrology is also associated with our values. So when you have Venus positive in the ninth house in the natal chart, those values may be strongly tied in, to one's, philosophy, their beliefs. It could be religious matters, um, higher education or college studies, being that perpetual learner, constantly learning new things that could be broad, subjects, abstract thinking, going outside the box, expanding one's horizons. Those are things you may strongly value more so than most people on average. Traveling abroad, visiting, foreign countries, and just simply being veracious, truthful, and honest, going by the law. These are things that you may put a lot of value in the outdoors, sports related matters. These are things you may have a lot of value in. Well, also, Venus in astrology is connected with our self-worth, self-esteem, and how we feel about ourselves. So when you have Venus posited in the ninth house in the natal chart, self-worth may be strongly tied into, one's, post high school education, higher education, college studies, how learned may become in college, what you would like, what your scores are there, your success that you attain, through college. And it can be too, and also matters with your, philosophy and, your self-worth and how you feel about yourself may impact, your belief, your beliefs in general. And also, self-worth can be, maybe benefited by sports related, outdoor related activities more so than most people on average. And if someone's self-esteem, people that have this place with their self-esteem, may impact their connection with foreigners, with in-laws, with grandchildren if applicable, or those people may actually benefit this person's self-worth as well. And it can be, and also being able, having an ability for abstract thinking, going outside the box, so to speak. Those are things which may strongly impact one's self-worth as well with this placement. Venus in astrology is also associated with our possessions. So when you have Venus positive in the ninth house, well, those possessions, many of them maybe they were manufactured in foreign countries. Maybe you share them with foreigners, with in-laws, with grandchildren, again, if applicable. And, possessions you have, maybe you make jokes about them or see some humor in some of the things you have. Maybe you bring some of them to foreign countries. It can be, your possessions. You may often, philosophize about these things. Um, it can be, many of them may be sports or outdoor related, or it could be, camping items, as an example. And the thing about this is too, you may often feel the need to expand upon them. Ninth house again corresponds with the zodiac sign Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy, certainly doesn't do anything on a small scale. Your possessions, you may either have, a number of them that are large and prodigious, or just a large amount of possessions in general. Now, Venus in astrology is also connected with our latent talents and abilities. So Venus posited in the ninth house, well, those latent talents and abilities may be tied in. It could be, to sports or something with recreation or adventure. Um, it could be something with publishing, advertising, or printing press operation. Maybe it's something associated with importing and exporting, translation. As some examples, there may be some ability, latent talent for sports as well. Which could cover, a wide divergence of sports, whether it could be baseball, football, basketball, hockey, as some examples. Um, Another thing too, and also to be comical and humorous as well. You may have really a robust sense of humor, and that could be a latent talent or ability as well. Now, another thing about Venus in astrology, it's associated with the food that we love to indulge in. So when you have Venus in the ninth house, the thing about this is you may enjoy food that is foreign, that is from other cultures, It could be food, that you may enjoy it with in-laws, with grandchildren. Uh, you may be somebody that often wants to go outside the box and keep trying, different, foods that you enjoy. Again, this is the house of Sagittarius, so there may be a plethora of foods you enjoy, because you want to keep trying and expanding upon, new foods. And it could be where you have more, exuberance and enthusiasm in matters connected to food you enjoy, more so than most people on average. It could be like very sporty, kind of food as well that you truly enjoy. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.